7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the slant. Hurry, hurry! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Mike's 47! Mike's 47!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his target, Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
A run for Nick Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run on 1st down. Hubbard. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Mack Wilson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
Go now. 70, Indy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out. Now, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. That is man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
First down, Raiders.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch up, switch up. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got it to Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Jacobs now. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's just me and you.
Here's the 2nd and 7. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Hubbard, and he'll take this one down near the 15. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round. And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's Chubb. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Yo, cheetah.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Check. I smell feet.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
On the ball. Let's go. It's wrong, baby. It's wrong.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, exit. 51, Mike, 51. Push him back.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Ready, break.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, I got you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
60 or. Back it. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check.
They'll set up the throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Check 4. Coaching spell. You go take. Leo. Mike.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Snap.
He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23.
Gain of 25 yards. First down, Raiders.
Here we go, here we go. 8-3. Watch twist. Watch hard. Hurry, shoot.
On first down, Hubbard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second and 6. It's complete to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, it's Hubbard, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
I'm here all day.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Facing short yardage on 3rd down, but he was able to pick up a very sizable gain.
He certainly was, and I think that maybe they were fooled a little bit because you and I both know this is a passing league, and that's not normally a running down, and they fooled him with it. Safety had to make the play. Otherwise, he's still running, and the next thing, he runs right into the goalpost.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
You ready? Mike's 47. Watch the pass.
And an alley to run. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Brought down by Nate Gary.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run. Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Regular. Let's go.
Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break it the football. Get it out.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Mike Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
They'll drop the throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, shoot. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.